Welcome to St. Paul's University Library. My name is Chantal Bunei. I'm going to take you through a tutorial on how to access E-Brary ebooks off campus. You start by going to the university website www.spu.ac.ke, and then on your top right there is the library tab. So you select the library tab and then you scroll down to off-campus access, which is on your left, and then you log in using your SPU email address and password. If you do not have an account, you will need to create a new account, but if you have one, you log in using your SPU email address and the password. There is a tutorial online on how to log in off campus. Please access it so that it can assist you on how to go about it. So I will log in using my SPU email address, cbunei@spu.ac.ke, and my password, and then I sign in. So once I'm already logged in, I scroll down to the ebooks. Under ebooks, they are arranged alphabetically. So I'm going to take you through E-Brary ProQuest Central. So I select E-Brary ProQuest Central. So from here, I can do a search. And I'm going to do a search looking for a book on Christian worldview. So I will type there, Christian worldview. I am using this because it is a book that is used in a common unit, UCC 102. So we have gotten results. On your top left, you can see that we have 38,313 book results. So we have quite a number of books. But I'm going to demonstrate with the first book, which is used in class by the lecturers, and it is Worldview for Christian Witness by Kraft Charles H. So on your right, you can see 4 icons. We have the first icon, which is full download. This is for downloading the entire book. And then we have the second icon, which is reading online. It means you just want to read the book online. And then we have the third icon on the table of contents and more. So this means that when you want to know what is contained in the book before you even open it, then you can go through the table of contents, and then we have the bookshelf. So you can also add the book to the bookshelf if you want to access it later. So I will start demonstrating with the table of contents. So I will click on the table of contents. Yeah, so there we are. You can see that we have table of contents down here. And the first one is on, part 1 is on the perspective, part 2 characteristics of worldviews, and then part 3 we have worldview change. So if we want to look at this chapter on the perspective, you can download this particular chapter. And I can demonstrate that by clicking on it. And there we are. It is telling you ready for download. Download. So a document in PDF, it will enable you to keep it or even share it with other people. For example, your classmates. If you want to share with them that chapter, it will be very easy because it has been downloaded in PDF. Or you can also read online. There we are. It is done downloading. And we have part 1 here, the perspective. And so you can save it. You can download it. There it has already been downloaded. So you save it to your desktop or to your laptop, wherever you are working on. You can save it. And this one you can save it for keeps, so that you do not need to download it again. So I can say yes, I want to replace, and there we are. So this is how to download a chapter in PDF, and then you can also just read the same chapter online. Yes, we have the part 1 here, the chapter right there. It will keep downloading as you read it. It's taking a bit of time, but that is how to go about it. And even as you see the icons on top here, we still have the same icons we had down there. We have the full download. We have downloading a chapter. You can also copy paste. You can print this particular chapter. You can add it to this is adding the entire book to the bookshelf. You can share a link with your classmates if they want to use the same book. And again, it can help you to cite. And so I will start by showing you how to cite. You can click on cite there, and you see it brings you the entire bibliographic details. And because St. Paul's University, we use APA citation style, so I will select APA, and you can see it, Craft CH 2013. It has given us the title of the book as well as the publisher. So mine is just to copy, and then I paste it to my bibliography. So that is all about citing. We have the link. You can share the link with somebody else. There we have the link. If I copy the link, I can copy and then close and then open another page and paste the link. Just to show you that it will bring the exact copy, the exact page we were in. There we are. And then the next icon is adding the book to the bookshelf. And for you to add the book to the bookshelf, you must have an account. If you do not have an account with E-Brary, you may not be able to add a book to the bookshelf. And the same applies to the full download. You must also have an account to be able to download the entire book. So I'm going to show you how to log in so that you are able to download the book. And so on your top right, you can see sign in. So if you have an account like me, you will directly sign in. But if you do not, you create account. So you key in your first name, your last name, your SPU email address, and the password you want. And then you must agree to the terms and conditions, and then you create an account. If you already have an account, you log in directly. Like I already have an account with cbune@spu.ac.ke. So I key in my password again, and then I sign in. So there is the book that I want to download. So I go ahead, because I had clicked on adding it to the bookshelf, this book I had already added it to the bookshelf. That is why it is saying it is blurred. It's not very clear like the rest. So it is because it is already on my bookshelf. And we can see that by going to the bookshelf right here. And you can see that I have quite a number of books to my bookshelf. And I have different folders. Like I have the research folder, the business folder, the BEC 111 folder, the Christian Worldview folder. So you can create many folders in your bookshelf. And you can see that the book I was telling you about is already here, Worldview for Christian Witness. So I didn't need to add it. But if there was a book that I wanted to add to my bookshelf, I would. Because E-Brary allows you to download a maximum of 10 books. After that, you cannot download anymore. So it means that you can add the book to the bookshelf so that you can refer to it later. And so I'm going to show you how to download the entire book. And you will do that by clicking on this icon, full download. And then when you come here, it will ask you whether you are using your own computer. I'm using my own computer. I'm using a public computer. It is very important to say I'm using my own computer, because if you say I'm using a public computer, it will not allow you to download. So I will continue. And then it will also tell you will need Adobe Digital Editions. Adobe Digital Editions is a software that holds the books and helps you to read the books that you have downloaded. So if you do not have it, you need to download it. And downloading it is just done once. You don't have to download it every time you are downloading a book. So I will get Adobe Digital Editions. Yeah, and we are in Africa. So you can see here that we have two. We have one for Macintosh, and that is if you have an Apple machine. And then we have one for Windows. So my machine uses Windows, so I will select Windows 4.5.12 Windows. So this is the one that I will download. And as I said earlier, it can hold up to 10 books at any particular time. So do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Yes. And then you agree to the terms and conditions. And then you go next, install. It's a very quick process, so you will be done before you know it. And as I said, you only need to download it once. Once it is downloading, you close. And there we are. This is our software that will hold our books in our computers and enable us to read those books. So I'm going ahead now to the next step, now that we already have Adobe Digital Editions, and it will always be on your desktop. So I will close that page and say done with this step. And then I'll select. Normally it gives you a period like the one that we give you when you are borrowing a physical book. In this case, it gives you different dates, and I will select the longest date, 21 days, and then download your book. There it is. So I want to authorize my computer without an ID. I select, and then I go next, and then I authorize. So this means that you will be able to download the book without any restrictions. So it is authorizing. Your computer has been authorized. Okay. And once it has authorized, it should start downloading the book. And you can see that fulfilling worldview. There we are. So we have our book right there, and we can go ahead and read it. By scrolling the pages, you can see that it goes to different chapters. You can zoom on your right. You can zoom to 1.5. There, it's even clearer. Why should Christians study worldview? And you can read your book. If you go to library, you can see that Christian worldview for Christian Witness is there, and it has been lent to you for 21 days. After that, it will expire on its own. And once it expires, you can also download it again. And as I said, you can download up to 10 books at any particular time. Thank you very much, and all the best. For any queries or any assistance, write to us on libict.spu.ac.ke. Thank you.